three guys die and they go to heaven. When they get there, St. Peter meets them at the gate and he says, listen, I know all three of you are saved and that means you're forgiven. But before I let you into heaven, I do have to ask you a couple of questions. So the first guy walks up and he asks him, he says, how long were you married? He says, I was married for 20 years. He said, did you ever cheat on your wife? He said, I cheated on her 10 times, but you said I was forgiven. He said, you are forgiven. He said, here's the keys to your new Pinto. So the guy gets in his Pinto and he drives into heaven. The next guy comes up and he asks him, he says, how long were you married? He said, I was married for 40 years. He said, did you ever cheat on your wife? He said, I did in the first year we were married, but we worked it out and I was faithful every day after that. And he says, I can appreciate that. And he hands him the keys to a Mercedes and he drives into heaven. The third guy walks up and he says, I already know what you're going to ask me. He said, I was married for 63 years and I was faithful for every single year. I treated that woman like a queen. St. Peter says, yes, I know. He said, and I'm very proud of you. He hands him the keys to a brand new Jaguar and he drives it into heaven. Well, a few days later, the other two guys are walking down the street and they see Jaguar guy sitting on the sidewalk just bawling his eyes out crying. They walk up to him and they said, hey man, what's wrong? And he looks up and he says, my wife just drove past me on a skateboard.